Hello again, BookTube. My name is Daniel. Welcome to my channel, Guilty Feet. I've got a rhythm and I'm going to do part 4 now of BookTube's biggest ever book haul. Looking at what's left, there may well be a part 5, although I will not know until we hit another half-hour mark. Definitely over the halfway point. So we've done 3, so I don't think there'll be 6. But I reckon this part 4 may not be the final one. But let's dive in and see what's what. So far it's been much more graphic novel heavy than I realised. There's still a couple of great books I know are here that I haven't got to yet, and a whole bunch of missing Hellboy graphic novels. Okay, let's have a look. This feels like a hardback, but a small format hardback. That's interesting. Don't mind a small format hardback. Let's see what this one is. Looks promising. Ooh, yeah. I don't know anything about this except this is an Israeli author called Shani Boyanju. I mean, that's not an Israeli name. I don't know where that's from. It could be sort of Eastern European, Romanian or something. I don't know. But I know that she is an Israeli, and that is a woman in uniform. And there's the little Tzahal label, which is the IDF. Tzva Haganah Yisrael. And this is a novel that I completely missed when it came out. So this is published in 2012 and was shortlisted for something, or not Women's Prize or something like that, but totally missed it. It is blurbed on the back by Alexander Chi, who I've read, The Economist, which I don't read, Egar Carrot I've read, and Nicole Krauss. This is an English hardback that was $12.99, so a first author, $12.99 is a sort of entry-level price for an untried author in hardback. So on the one hand, it's a good thing they're issuing the book in hardback. That means the publishing company have faith in the author. But that price point is the lowest, I think, level they'll sell a hardback for in the UK. There's like $14.99 is mid-range authors, and then I think we saw in the last episode, Martin Amis hardbacks going for £20 new. So I paid for this much less because this is already an 8-year-old hardback when I get to it on eBay. And I paid for this £2.73. So sorry, Shani. It could be Shani or Shani. I know both. But the People Are Forever Are Not Afraid is going to be a new Israeli author to me. Born in 1987 in Jerusalem. She's been published in Vice, Zoetrope, and New Yorker. Youngest recipient ever of the US National Book Foundation's 5 Under 35 award. This was her first novel. Okay, what's up? There's always a cute little package, and there's a little sticker from where it's from, and there's the nice stamp. The postage is £1.61. I wonder how much they charge me for postage, since they actually put the postage on that. Of course, they have to buy the mailer and all that. But let's see, this is a paperback book that I'm actually ruining as I'm opening it. Well, I think I know what this is. This is the next in the Longmire series. I think I've read 3 or 4 of these now. Whatever it was, this is the next one. Another Man's Moccasins. I've enjoyed these increasingly. I haven't seen the show, which was, I don't think it was on Netflix originally, but now it's on Netflix. I haven't followed it, even though what's-face Starbuck is now in it, and we definitely like her. But this has been a solid sort of Western sheriff who's smarter. It plays against Western tropes. I don't mean Western as in globally. I mean Western as in John Wayne Western. They're set in Wyoming, and so there's a lot of Wyoming landscape and descriptions, but also solid police stuff. So I've enjoyed these. Walt Longmire is the character. This is the 4th one, and I paid for this. Very hard to find in the UK, and very hard to find second-hand. So I paid for this £5 on eBay, and again I think I haggled him down. So it was £5 including postage. What's up? This is a sort of bigger, not big enough for a graphic novel, but a paperback and quite light. Let's see what we've got here. Convenience Store Woman by Sayaka Murata. Again, this is a classic BookTube purchase. heard great things about it. The whole thing is 140 pages. It is blurbed by Ruth Ozeki, I read, Lisa McInerney, who I read and loved, Hiromi Kawakami, I have not read or heard of, and then Robin Sloan, who wrote Mr. Penumbra's 20-Hour Bookstore, which I did read, quirky. This is from Momox. I don't know how much I paid for this, but it's got a cover price of $12.99, and I paid for this £4.76. Convenience store woman. Should be a nice, easy read. Looking forward. Ooh. This feels like a heavy. This is a few graphic novels, I'm guessing. Okay, what is this? This could be. This is some of the Hellboy stuff. Yeah. Is this the part of the big 7 Hellboy book haul? No. This is another Hellboy collection. So there's 2 Hellboy books there. So these are the missing ones that I had. These are books 2 and books 3 of the Hellboy series. So not part of the 7 book haul. So I got these 2 and 7 others, so 9 Hellboy books in all. And I paid for these. So the other ones cost me £3 each. These cost me £5 each. These are in great condition. Cover price $20 and $18. But yeah, that's that. And then another Saga. We've already seen Volume 6. This is Volume 7 of Saga. This cost me £5. Volume 6 it cost me £6.89 from eBay. So you just have to get lucky with these things. But that's mint condition. No remainder mark on it at all. And I paid £5. That's a cover price of $14.99. So at least £10-11 in the stores. Oh, this is very light. I have no idea what this could be. It's a paperback, but it feels like well under 200 pages. What have we got here? Ooh, another lovely one. Okay, another project I've set myself. I've never read any Agatha Christie. I think I must have read Poirot short stories that my mum had. I think that's all I've ever read, and I don't have a copy, and I don't remember what it was. So decided that one of the projects that I'm considering setting myself, and reading the first one is a way to decide if I want to do this, is reading Poirot in publication order. This is the first ever appearance of Hercule Poirot, and this is The Mysterious Affair at Styles. Beautifully beaten up old pan paperback. Again, I'm guessing this is from the 70s. Oh look, and someone has ticked off the ones they've read. Love that. This is unabridged, it tells you. And this is from 1971, a book originally published in 1920. And this edition was first published by Pan in 1954, and the 19th printing, which must be what this is, 1971. So I don't like that sort of roll on the spine. I try and fix that. I don't mind a second-hand book. That the spine roll is my least favourite part of that. But I'm going to read the first ever Poirot, and if I like him, I will read more. And this cost me £4, which again, it's sort of top where I want to be for a beaten up paperback, but don't mind it at all, and happy to give the first one a ride. I know there's so many Christie fans here and Poirot fans, and I'm well behind the curve, so why not? But if I start this project, it'll be 2-3 a year for the next 20 years. Does that sound feasible? Okay, this I'm just going to rip open. Another paperback. What do we got here? Oh, yeah, this is an interesting one. This is me trying to read more foreign, translated from foreign language crime fiction. So I've got here Havana Blue by Leonardo Padura, who is Cuban, I believe. And this is part of the Havana Quartet. It's blurbed in the back. James Lee Burke is blurbing it. A Lieutenant Mario Conde. Conde, I'm guessing Conde, and I believe I wrote this down because I believe this is the first in the series, but it was not the first to be translated. So I think they were translated out of original publication order. So my sense of nerdish completion said I need to start with the first one as written by Padura. And so that's what I did. This cost me £4.50 on eBay. So not the first one that was translated into English, maybe the second or third, but actually this I think is chronologically the first of the series featuring Mario Conde. I'll give it a go. I should say who it was translated by. Born about 1985. Oh, is that a signed edition? Is that Padora's signature? Let me see what he's written. It's. Don't think it's in English. Whatever is written here, translated from the Spanish by Peter Bush. I can't read it, but that looks like a signature. And 2013, 20. I don't know what year that's supposed to be, but that's fun. Okay, comes in the one pile, but we have a whole other pile. Oh, excellent. Greg Rucka is a writer of comic books that I like. This is a collected edition of his work on Queen and Country, which is all black and white stuff, a nice sort of cut down size, but a big thick omnibus edition. I don't know how many issues are in here, but looking forward to this. I like Greg Rucka's work. Most recently, he was responsible for a comic book that was turned into a series which I think has now been cancelled on American TV called Stumptown, with Robin Shabatsky in it, who's Maria Hill and was in this program Stumptown. Anyway, I like a bit of Greg Rucka. I've been meaning to get this series. It's a matter of finding them at reasonable prices, and a reasonable price for this book, I will tell you, I clearly decided was £7.32. It's got a $19.95 price on the back of it from Oni Press. I need to start a new pile. Okie dokie. How do I get into this? Oh, good one. Yeah, I'm pleased with this. I wanted to read this when I first started hearing about it. Interior Chinatown by Charles Yu, won National Book Award, but it won the Tournament of Books this year. So that's enough of a reason to make me want to get to it. Nice French flaps, £12.99 English edition, and you know some of this is written like a play script, so it'll be a brisk read. Heard great things about it. It's one of these Europa editions, but it's not in translation, right? Europa, I tend to think of as doing a lot of work in translation, but I think this is written. I'm sure this is written in English. And Charles Yu, I paid £10.68 for this. So £12.99 is the cover price. I paid a lot of money, £10.68 for a new paperback. That's me at the top of my range. And again, this is one of those books that is probably now, you could probably find it for less than that. But 6 months ago when I was super excited about this, I paid up for it. Oh God, this is a disaster. This is an absolute disaster. This is a book that, when I buy on eBay, I don't bid. I use a service called Auction Sniper, which waits until 5 seconds before the end of the auction and places a bid for me. So either I win it or I don't win it. I don't care. I put in my action bid and forget about it. In this instance, there was a book here that I really was not interested in owning, and I just, out of mischief and spite, bid on it to push the price up. I had no idea what the book looked like. I thought it was thicker than this, actually. But I really do not want to own this book because it's creepy as all get out. What am I talking about? This is Trouble. So I've read almost everything by Mark Miller. I'm working through. I haven't read Jupiter's Legacy, which is a recent Netflix series, which I heard wasn't great, and I hadn't read the original art. But there's a lot of other Mark Miller stuff coming to Netflix. This is something different. This is called Trouble. I believe this person here is... I believe that's Mae Watson. This is written by Mark Miller and art by Terry Dodson, who I think is more famous from Strangers in Paradise, which I tried to read once and really did not get on with. This edition, I remember this was mentioned in the eBay auction, is signed by Terry Dodson. Teenage brothers Ben and Richard are ready for an amazing summer. They're young, hot to trot, and driving a fixed-up Mustang. This is already... Best friends May and Mary are determined to make this a summer spectacular. Okay, now, if those names mean anything to you, then you understand why this is problematic. Let me fill in the details here. The brothers, Ben and Richard, their surname is Parker. That makes Ben and Richard Ben Parker, otherwise known as Uncle Ben, and Richard Parker, Peter's father. The girls they hook up with are May and Mary, where May is Aunt May, who eventually marries Uncle Ben, and I believe Mary is Mary Parker, who's Peter Parker's mother. So May and Mary they're not sisters, right? No. Anyway, it's a creepy story about Aunt May when she was young, hooking up with Uncle Ben. Creepy, I don't need to see that, we all know who Aunt May is. And it's supposed to be sort of, it's like a teen romance, written like a romance comic, and it's sort of sexy and flirty and silly. And I really didn't want this. I bid on it, just pushing the price up, and ended up winning it. Hoisted by my own petard. So I've got it. I'll read it. It's a collection of, it was a 5-issue series. I'm already agree. It's got this, actually says explicit content. I don't want to see Aunt May shagging. Ooh. Okay, Mark Miller, how much did I pay for this? About £6.45. Give me strength. So out of all the graphic novel purchases I made, this is one I didn't want. And now I have it, and I paid for it, and it's my own bloody fault. Look. My voice is raw from so much talking. Is this 4 or this is 4, right? Part 4. Okay, this is a hardback, but it feels very light. What does that mean? How do you have a light hardback? Is it sort of cheaper paper? I don't know what's going on here. But it's much lighter than normal hardback. Oh, maybe it's not a hardback. It's just inside this envelope is another mailer. Oh, it's a good one. At least I can now see what the title is. I won't spoil it for you. Let's cut this now. This is another BookTube special that's had nothing but positive things said about it. I picked it up. So it's a paperback. Is there even a hardback edition of this? This is a paperback of The Death of Vivek Oji by Akwaeke Emezi. So excited to get to this. Nice big print, under 250 pages. That goes down nice and easy. Anything? No writing in this. What did I pay for this? £6.90, and the cover price of £12.99. So about half price. Good. What's going on here? We buy books, graphic novels by the looks of things. Jesus, sheepers did I go nuts. What the heck is this? Oh, okay. Inessential purchases, every single one. So more Greg Rucka, I spoke about him recently, and this is Lazarus. I don't know anything about Lazarus. This is published by Image. This is volume 1, and all I know about this is that I bought it. I've never read Lazarus, but I like Greg Rucka. How much did I pay for Lazarus volume 1? £3.71. That's a fair price. And then I also have this, which I read, I think, when it came out, but I got a lot of Neil Gaiman stuff, so I thought I would own this, but I didn't love it the first time. This is called Marvel 1602, and it tells the story of Marvel characters in 1602, so like the X-Men are all witches, and the witchcraft is the equivalent of mutant. But a lot of things going on. There's a really great episode of The Big Bang Theory where they're in a comic shop nerding out about things, and Neil Gaiman is in the comic shop with them, and someone suggests they read 1602, and Sheldon gives a withering response about what it's probably about, and Neil Gaiman goes, yeah, that's about right. And quite funny. I remember this being a little bit po-faced, but I thought I would revisit it and add it to my Neil Gaiman collection. And for this, I paid the grand sum of... man looks up piece of paper. £4.23. Wow, that's even better than I thought. And that is a cover price of $20. So £4.23 for Neil Gaiman's Marvel 1602. Oh, this feels good. I don't know what this is. Open from this side. So this is, oh, for goodness sake, open from this side. That's better. So this is a brand new mailer rather than an old mailer that's been recycled and taped up. Oh, yeah, I'm happy with this. This was just a womb purchase from eBay. And this is Neil Tennant's 100 Lyrics and a Poem. Neil Tennant is the singer in the Pet Shop Boys, singer and songwriter. I remember reading Neil Tennant's byline in Smash Hits in the early 80s, and the fact that he crossed over from being a music journalist in the key kids pop magazine, and actually then next time we saw him, he was on Top of the Pops having a number 1 hit with West End Girls in early 86. That went to number 1, and I was big Pet Shop Boys, and those first couple of albums were really big for me. It's a Sin came out summer 87 as I finished my O levels, and I started dating my girlfriend at the time, who is now my wife. So that's a good time. So I like having collected lyrics. I quite like that, and I paid good price for this. So this was another great eBay purchase. 1 second, how much did I pay for Neil Tennant? £5.83 for this Faber hardback, priced at $14.99. Oh no! Another outstanding surprise signed edition. Boom! Got it. Love it. We are whizzling through these, and I think if we get to 30-minute mark, we'll stop, and maybe we'll squeeze everything else into part 5. What is this? Hopscotch by Brian Garfield, classic 70s crime action something or other. This is a movie, I think, with Walter Matthau. This is a recent purchase, so I must have been looking. Anyway, this is a recent reprint. This is Otto Penzler Presents. I think I've spoken about Otto Penzler before. He is the proprietor of the Mysterious Bookshop in New York, and at times been the publisher of Mysterious Press, which he ran out of the Mysterious Bookshop in New York. I visited for the first time in summer 2019, missed Mr. Penzler by a few minutes, it turns out. So I picked this up recently. Brian Garfield, who I've never read, also wrote the novel that Death Wish was based on, and some other stuff as well. And this is probably, when was this published? Early, right? Published in 1975. So if I remember correctly, in the movie of this, is Walter Matthau I might be getting the wrong movie. I think Walter Matthau is an ex-spy who decides he's retiring and he's going to write a book revealing everything about his exploits, and all the people on both sides that he's worked with try to stop him. They don't want the book to be written, so he has to run and keep everyone guessing in order to get the manuscript. I think that's the story. I'm totally there for it. I haven't seen the movie for 20 plus years, but somehow this came up on my radar again. I thought, I'll make a quick purchase of that, and this cost me £3.42, which is a great price. Well, this is a really new, I would prefer like an old beaten up 70s paperback, but I'll settle for this. What we got here, this is sort of graphic novel sized. Oh yeah, nice. And hardback. I didn't realize it was hardback. And this is sort of, wow, I like this. It's sort of padded hardback. What is this? Great. This is Jeff Smith's Shazam and the Monster Society of Evil. Love Jeff Smith. Jeff Smith wrote Bone. And after he finished Bone, he did a couple of other things. He published himself Razzle, and then did this mini-series with Shazam, which I never read. I love Jeff Smith's writing, and I love his artwork, and I'm really excited to see his work on Shazam. Never like the best character in the world, and revived since the movie came out. This has got a lot of stuff of what's his name? What's the talking tiger's name? Mr. Talkie Tawny, is that? I haven't seen this stuff for ages. And I haven't read this, so I'm really looking forward to that. Look at that beautiful splash page of. Yes, for some reason Jeff Smith's humans never really have eyes. I don't know, it's a thing, but I really like his artwork. And there's Billy Bats and Len Jones and Shazam. So that's a hardback. This is really nice, and the naked version is also covered. Is that the same picture? Yeah. Okay, how much did I pay for Jeff Smith's beautiful hardback? It's not remaindered. And great condition. Let's see how much I paid for this. I'm guessing not too much. £4.34. That's really good. That makes me happy. That's a $30 hardback book, new. And that means some people must have paid that when it came out, but not enough. And that's why it's now selling for £4.34 on eBay. Really pleased with that. Let me do some tidying up here. Thank you, baby. Now we're down to this part. This is a funny shaped paperback. Thick one, very light. So I don't know. kind of paper stock is written on. What's this? Oh, Don Winslow. Yeah, I haven't read Don Winslow, and I've meant to for a while. I really like the movie Savages, which is an Oliver Stone movie, I believe. And this is the first in this Border trilogy, or Cartel trilogy, whatever it is, or Cartel is one of the books in it, blurbed by James Elroy, great, Val McDermid, less great, Ian Rankin, absolutely horrible. But I've heard great things about Don Winslow. Meaty, right? This is 500 plus pages, so this is, I'm hoping, solid Elroy territory. And hopefully I'll enjoy this enough and want to read more. There's 2 more in this series, and he's got a whole Frankie Machine, or I don't know, a whole bunch of other Don Winslow I've never read. So this is my introduction, but it's a big one to introduce you to. So hopefully that will go well, and I will have, having collapsed. One of my piles collapsed on me. No. Oh my God. Okay, you go up there. You go here. And that's what happens when you put a very thin Fitzcarraldo edition at the bottom of your pile. Okay, so you're going to stay up there. Let's keep going. What's this? It's like a hardback, but it's soft. I don't know what this is going on. Let's get into it. Oh, this is a hardback. Oh, good. George Saunders, A Swim in a Pond in the Rain, and this is Saunders' recent non-fiction work about Russian short stories, how they're constructed, based on the lectures that he's given in the short stories. I've read everything that Saunders has written up till now, all the short fiction and the novel, so excited to read this. Blurbed on the back by Zadie Smith. Love Zadie Smith, read Zadie Smith. Khalid Hosseini, I read the first one of his, Cairo, didn't love, and I haven't read any more, but heard good things. Max Porter, read both the first 2. Colson Whitehead, love Colson Whitehead. Jennifer Egan, love Jennifer Egan. Margaret Atwood, love Margaret Atwood. Harry Kunzru, that is BookTube blurb bingo, where I've read something by every single person quoted on the back of this book. So that's exciting. And this is a new hardback that is new for $16.99, and I paid for this less. £9.30. So just, I would say, what's that, 60% off cover price. Pleased with that, looking forward to that. That'll be, I'll get to that sooner rather than later. I realise that I've said I'll get to it sooner rather than later for a large number of these books, which must be a lie. But we'll see. So this is a year's worth of reading, and the fact that I'm excited to read so many of them bodes well. In the end, when I finish a book, what I choose to pick up next is a decision I make at the time. But the fact that there's so many of these things that I really want to get to is exciting to me. This is another book about books, Diary of a Bookseller by Sean Bythell. Bythell, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a bit of a grubby used cover, but spine's in good condition. I picked this up second hand. This is cover price $8.99, and I paid for this £3.13. So that's a great pickup, and it's about his time working in a bookshop and the kind of stupid questions people ask and what it was like and the ups and downs of it. It's, if you like books, you like bookshops, I think this is going to be a good read for me. Another thick paperback. I can think of a few books that I haven't got to yet, but there's so many here that I don't know what can be in them. Let's see what this one is. Oh, this is 2. Okay, great. So first is The Maid's Version by Daniel Woodrell. I read a few Woodrells. Each one of them has been spectacularly good. He wrote Winter's Bone, which was the movie for which J-Law got her first Oscar nomination, but the book is mind-blowingly good. And then I read another trilogy of his, and this is just a standalone Daniel Woodrell. Looking forward to this, and this has got a cover price of $9.99, even though it's a slim volume, and I paid for this £2.29. And the next one that I paired that with is this beaten up Virago edition of Willa Cather's Death Comes for the Archbishop. I've read a couple of Willa Cather's so far. They have been absolutely joyful and spectacular. I read My Antonia and the other one. I'm just determined to read Pioneers. and determined to read more Willa Cather, so I picked this up, and this Death Comes to the Archbishop cost me £3 and a penny, and that's got a cover price of £6.99, but that's a while ago, beaten up cover. And that's half an hour. I think we can break now, end part 4 of BookTube's biggest ever book haul, and do part 5, and we're just going to plough through, and part 5 will be it. And at the end of part 5, I will tell you what my total spend was, what my average cost per book was, and somehow I'm going to upload these over the next God knows how long. I think that's it. Part 4, done. See you later. Bye.